Okay, so 50-50 position. Nassar has his legs locked. I'm gonna try and get into a few different positions, but first, most importantly, wherever I go to from here, I have to unlock his legs. The best way that I know to unlock the legs from this position is I like to use my elbow as a splice. Now I'm constantly in a state of using my hips to pick a direction to be able to be in control of 50-50. Right now, me and Nassar's hips are both square, we're both sitting on our butts. A lot of the fight comes from me turning my hips to the side, and then Nassar starts to fall down. If Nassar does the opposite, then I start to fall down. So I don't want to get into that battle yet. So whatever side is inside my 50-50 leg, I use that same hand. I usually go from the knee, I slide down, I use this to split the leg open. Once I'm inside here, I'm going to grab the pants, and I can now keep the foot off of the ground by turning my hips. If I keep my hips on the ground, the foot's going to stay on the ground. If I turn my hips, the foot will come up. So I keep the grip on the pants, I sit Nassar up, I then start to circle my hand underneath, and I find the foot. Now, I'm putting my thumb in the opposite side lapel, but the position of my arm actually doesn't matter. What I'm gonna be able to do now is I wanna use my left foot, my outside foot, I'm gonna put it on the ground like I'm doing a technical stand-up to scoot back, and I put my left foot inside. I'm creating my angle by using my foot. This allows me to control Nassar's hip with my leg, his knee with my foot, and now I'm on his foot with my hand. So I go inside. Now I make sure I keep my right foot on the mat. My left foot is pinned against his knee. I'm using my right knee to support that. I'm gonna start to turn Nassar onto the ground. This keeps his foot on his knee on the ground, and now his foot is in a great position here. I'm gonna get up nice and tall. I use my hand, and I get here nice and tall here. The more I start to give Nassar my back, the more the attack on the foot lock. I don't believe in going here and trying to extend back because people aren't going to tap here, especially at the highest level. But when I start to attack the foot lock in a turning motion and rotating, it's more like a toe hold. Instead of going through the foot here, Nassar's foot is now rotating. It's become very tight. So let's use a different angle. So we're in 50-50. I use my hand. I'm digging my elbow down, and now I create that space. I grab the pants to make sure he can't get his leg back. Circle my hand underneath. Find wherever I can. My thumb's gonna go inside my own collar. Now I'm not on the foot yet, but I'm gonna use my foot to help me later on. So my hand is on the mat, I'm pushing to keep my position. I can use this foot to back up, and I go inside. This keeps Nassar on his side. I can keep his knee in control so I can attack his foot. Once I'm here, I can push, pull, and I can control the depth of his foot by using the foot on his knee. My right foot stays planted, my left foot stays in the knee. I support and enforce that with my top knee. I get up nice and tall, and now instead of attacking going straight back, I use this to rotate and get the tap. This works very well if Nassar grabs my collar as well. When Nassar grabs my collar, it makes it very hard for me to go back. But this doesn't stop me from being able to rotate still in the foot. So a lot of times when I'm attacking the foot lock position and people grab my collar, I don't worry because I don't attack foot locks going back. It's easy for me to continue to rotate and to get the tap. One more time. We're inside 50-50. I make sure Nassar can't turn my hips. Whatever side is on the inside, it's the same hand on the knee. I'm using this to splice this open with my elbow, grab the pants, start to get my angle by turning my hips. My hand goes underneath. I find my grip. Doesn't matter where my arm is in location to the foot. I use my hand for support, my leg for support to back up. My foot goes inside. This keeps me in a good position. I can change the depth of the foot in my armpit by using my leg. Foot on the ground, knee on my foot, pressure, nice and tall. Rotate through, get the tap.